guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna give you guys an updated video on what's going on in the NBA. So yesterday we had really two big primetime games that went to over. We had two overtime games rather. The first game that went to overtime was the Memphis Grizzlies versus Portland. Now that's a very important matchup because they're both fighting for that 8th seed spot. Portland was very good in the clutch with Melo, with Melo and Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum. I think they have a really good chance of making that 8th seed. Personally, I would want Memphis, the young squad, to make it, but we have a couple more games to see who's going to finalize that spot. In my picks, I was looking really rough last night, but I went 1 for 3. Personal bias, I think the refs did a horrible job in that final game, but we're gonna leave it at that. Tatum could also make some shots. I'm not gonna put all the blame on the refs. Giannis played a good game, barring the 12 fouls. Now the Mavs, my gosh, was there any defense being played in that game? How is it 113, something like that, in the third quarter, ended up at 155? There's absolutely no defense played. The Mavs choked, but James Harden went out for 49. That boy is cold. And I tell you, that step back tray, always automatic. They have a big game tomorrow against the Bucks. I think the Rockets, the way they're playing right now with that small man lineup rather, it's looking really solid. They've been looking solid ever since they switched back to that. So you have to give Daryl Morey and their coach a big props on that. We're gonna see how that matches up in the playoffs, though. You know, the Rockets always look good in the regular season, and in the playoffs they might choke. But let's see. Maybe this might be a different year. Man, that Lakers-Clippers game though, sheesh, down to the wire. Personally, I think the Clippers are gonna make it out of the West. That game was the Lakers. Even though they lost, they lost the battle, but I think they might win the war. Without Lou Williams, without Montrezl Harrell on that bench, and they barely lost, I think it was by 2. They're gonna be a problem in the playoffs. Right now they're putting a beat down on the Pelicans, so they're gonna be solid here come playoff time. Celtics, Tatum just needs to get in that gym a little bit more. Maybe cut that hair off. Just kidding. You can't cheat on your barber. I think that's what's going on here. They're gonna be fine. They're gonna be very solid without Tatum hitting any shots. Kemba still on a minutes restriction with that knee injury. Him getting back from that knee injury. So it's gonna be fine. Played really good defense yesterday, so I see a lot of good things in that team. Tomorrow is gonna be a lot of really good games. You have the Spurs are just in there trying to get that young squad up. Next year, I think they're like 2 years out from being taken seriously. Miami was looking tough. Wow, they have shooters everywhere. Tyler Hero, Bam Adebayo, freaking solid, man. I think he's gonna get that Most Improved Player of the Year award, but I'm gonna give another video about those. They're gonna be a problem in the playoffs too. So I'm gonna give you guys just a pre-playoff predictions for who's gonna come out of the East and out of the West. It's gonna be a very interesting playoffs. You have in the East, Bucks, the Raptors, Celtics, Miami, Philly. Man, Philly, even though they have that problem with playing on the road, we're gonna see how they adapt in this bubble. I think personally the Celtics are gonna make it to the NBA Finals, but I think the Eastern Conference Finals rather, is going to be Celtics versus the Bucks. That matchup actually just made me think about a lot how both teams are gonna look very solid here come playoff time. But I can always be wrong. My honorable mention pick my honorable mention / dark horse pick is going to be the Miami Heat. They're problems to deal with. They spread the ball. They have really good defense, and they're very quick on the fast break. And they have shooters, man. You have Bam running that point, and Jimmy. They're going to be a problem to deal with. In the West, I thought Denver was going to be serious, but they didn't look serious today. Maybe just need a little bit more practice. You never know, the amount of people missing, but. My dark horse pick, I'm going to start off, that's going to be the Houston Rockets. Like I said, that small ball or small man team, whatever you want to call it, it looks like it's going to be a tough out. They're going to be a tough out. Westbrook was very good in the clutch last night with defensive hands up. And if you can't really do anything to stop that man, James Harden going for 49. My pick coming out of the West though is going to be the Clippers, man. They're solid, man, 1 through 16 with Kawhi. Just you can't stop that, man. Now I do think they're not going to go down without a fight from the Lakers, but that's my early pick for coming out of the West. Comment down below, like below, subscribe, share your opinions. If you think I'm wrong, that's totally okay with it. This is an open place for discussion. And follow for more content from me here within the next coming weeks of the NBA as we're getting rampant towards the playoffs. I'm not going to give videos every single day because this first 14 days are going to be games. There are going to be games every single day. But I'm just going to I'm going to give you guys check-in updates once in a while. All right, y'all stay safe, have a good weekend, and wear your mask. Peace.